Hi, my name is Daphne Page, and I'm the 20-year-old author of almost 7 books now, and today I decided to do a little writing vlog. So right now, at this time in my life, I am a author and I am a freelance illustrator, and this is what I do. This is actually the first year since I started on this writing journey, and the first year since, I was a wee one, that I do not have school in September. So it is September 30th, and I am at home with my dog, Gimli, and I'm gonna get some writing done. Right now, I'm making coffee because I am a coffee connoisseur. I need my coffee. Got my mug, my favorite writing mug that my grandma got me. I cherish this one. It is an absolutely beautiful yellow. I love light shades of yellow. Not every yellow, but this yellow is beautiful. So, what is on the agenda today? Some cleaning is on the agenda today, as well as writing. So, we got my coffee. I am a sweet coffee person. I usually am not a big fan of hot coffee, but this is what we got, and it is delicious. So I already had a cup today, but I'm going to have another. I'm going to treat myself to another cup of coffee. I usually only have one, but who's going to stop me? Just no one else here. So after we make the coffee, I am going to sit down and I am going to get to work on finishing up draft 2 of the 5th book in my coming of age paranormal fantasy series. So it is called Kingdoms and Curses, and book 4 comes out either late November or early December. It's not set in stone yet, but it is coming out this year, and then early next year book 5 is coming out. So I have to finish that up, and I want to get it to my editors and see how early we can have that series complete. The first 3 books are out right now. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I have my coffee. I have a bowl of goldfish, and I am going to get started on finishing draft 2 of Kingdoms and Curses book 5. The cover is already designed. Since I am a cover designer, I design most of my covers. Not all, but most. And for draft 2, I already went over the entire first draft, and I made tweaks in the entire thing. But then I made some notes about where to add new chapters and where to go and add new scenes. So I think I have about 3 scenes to go add in, and I think 2 of them have to be full chapters because there's like a weird break between seasons. So it's like an odd time hop that is necessary for the story, but I wanted to add some more substance between there so it's not so jarring. Because when I read it, I was like, it's literally, you're celebrating the winter solstice or the fall solstice, the autumn solstice, and then immediately the next chapter is the winter solstice. So I figured there had to be more. So I'm going to go add that. I do like a little bubble coloring in thing for my drafts, for my editing, because I am the type of person who will go over the same chapter 1.5 million times. So if I don't have something that keeps me accountable for moving on, it will never be done. So as soon as it's colored in, I move on to the next one, and I save any other problems for the next draft. I'd say most of my books go through like 5 or 6 drafts. So we're going to get started on this one. Now this series, it's pretty short. They're not like, hi baby, hi Gimme. They're pretty short, so they were written to be the length of middle grade novels. So they are middle grade novel length, but they, the later books especially, contain more like young adult themes. What is it, baby? What is it? You want to come right with me, sweetheart? Can I help you? Can I help you? So they contain more like young adult themes. So I am marketing it starting this year instead of middle grade as young adult, especially as we get into the later books. So yeah, they're short novels, whatever you want to call it. They're just shorter books, which is, you would think, easy to work on, but I started out writing third person. So I write, these books are third person present tense. I'm a present tense author. That's the only tense I write in. Hi, Gimme. Hi, baby. But since starting this series, I've converted myself into a first person writer, so it is very hard to get back into writing third person after writing first person. So, we're going to do that. And since I'm adding a chapter between other chapters, I have to go back and change all the chapters on the second half of the book because I'm adding a chapter right in the middle. So the book currently is 24 chapters long, but now it's going to have to be 25 chapters long because I am adding a new chapter 15, I think. So now I have to change everything. It needs done. I will thank myself later. Okay, we're adding a new chapter 16. This book is, the fifth book is like a big time skip between the first four books. They're all like very consecutive, and then it skips quite a few years, and it follows the main character's little sister when she is going to become queen. And in this series, they get coronated on their 18th birthday, so she is 17. And she is between her like courting, she's in her courting phase, so she has to be betrothed because that is the laws. This is medieval fantasy, so yeah. Hi, sweetheart. What do you want, sweetheart? Can I help you? Can I help you? What do you want? Gimme really wants my attention right now. Okay. Gimli had to go out, so I took him out. I recorded some of the gorgeous, like, fall trees that we have with their leaves falling. They're all orange. It's beautiful. I absolutely love fall. And it's raining, so even better. If it is not obvious, I am a PNW girly. I love the rain. So I have my little keyboard here, and I'm gonna get started typing. Oh, and I need to show you the cutest bookmark I got. So I am a Scorpio, so I love spooky things. I love pumpkins, and I absolutely love sharks. I don't even know how many times I've watched Jaws. I love it. So I found this at a festival I went to recently, and it is a magnetic bookmark, and they're literally pumpkins and sharks. Beautiful. Perfection. Alrighty. And now my glasses are covered in rain because I wore them outside. And I just cleaned them, so oh well, we're gonna have rain. Alright, I'm gonna get started. Alrighty, I want to also take the time to come on here and say that I also, I'm an illustrator, as I mentioned previously, and I have an Etsy shop now. So the weird thing is, it says it's been 6 years on Etsy and it was opened in 2019. Little me was going to create a sewing Etsy shop. I was going to sell the things I was sewing because I was really into sewing at the time, but I didn't list anything on it. So it's officially like a week old, but it says 2019, but I didn't have anything on it until now. It is called Witchlight Archives. I have it linked in my bio, and I sell illustrations, so you can get like clip art bundles, you can get bookmark bundles, and they'll have commercial rights too. So if you're an author or someone who needs some illustrations that are all hand-drawn by me, no AI, and they're like $2, there you go. All right, back to writing I go. I thought I'd just pop on here and say thank you so much for coming along with me while I continued working on draft 2 of Kingdoms and Curses 5. If you're interested in reading the series, the first 3 are out right now, and I have them linked in my bio. Thank you so much.